Good evening. Welcome to day 47 of our third session of this year called Deepening the Silence. The ongoing theme is transformation. My name is Tripti and I'm joining you from Boston. Whether you're joining us for the very first time today or if you've been part of our sessions over the last couple of years or the last couple of sessions, again, a very warm welcome. We will start our session with a foot soak, so please have your tubs ready. In case you're not sure what a foot soak is, we'll be using a tub of water. We'll dip our feet in it. We use this as a means of cleansing our inner subtle system. So you need a tub of water, fill it up with water, throw in some salt. It can just be regular table salt, and keep some fresh water available to rinse your feet after we're done with the foot soak. A lot of information has been shared on our sessions here. So you can always visit our website to go and review anything that has already been shared, or if you want to go back and revisit something you know was shared here, but you don't quite remember it. So you can go to our website, link to which will be shared in the chat later. At the end of our session today, we'll go into breakout rooms or workshop sessions. These are like an interactive workshop where you'll have the chance to speak to an experienced Sahaja Yoga practitioner. So it's a great platform to ask questions, or, if you want to share your experiences, or perhaps in your meditation, you've been experiencing something, or there's a certain chakra you feel like you're not quite sure how to clear it or how to go past it. So this would be a great platform that you can use to speak to someone who can guide you. You can meditate, ask questions, share experiences. So that would be available to you at the end of the session. So please do make use of that. Also, if you would like to request a mentor, so this is someone like you can meet with one-on-one on an ongoing basis. They can be someone you can meet every week. Again, ask questions, meditate, just help you along on this journey of meditation. Then you can request a mentor. And for this, all you need to do is fill out a form. Link to the form again will be shared in our chat later. So on Thursday, we talked about our right side, that is developing the dynamism. And the topic for today is the connection between meditation and our health and how it helps improve our health. So the agenda for today is we'll be joined by a presenter who will talk to us about today's topic. She'll take us through a foot soak and a guided meditation. We'll listen to a talk by Shri Mataji, the founder of Sahaja Yoga. And at the end of the session, we'll be taken into the workshop rooms. So with that, I'd now like to welcome our presenter for this evening. Hello, Savina.
Hello, everyone. So nice to be here with all of you. It's such a joy to meditate in such a large group. 87, 88 so far. It's amazing to be able to meditate with so many people all at once, just at the comfort of your home. I'm glad to be here. So as Tripti said, we are going to use the foot soak today, a little bit later. But first, I'd like to mention about the topic today, connection between our meditation and our physical body. And this connection exists within us all along. As the chakras that you have heard about and the energy channels within us, the left, the right, the central energy channel, they do exist in our body. The chakras represent our nervous plexuses, and the left and right sympathetic nervous system, the central one, do exist in our body, and they play important functions in our daily life. So what is important to learn also in Sahaja Yoga is a very practical aspect of figuring out which chakra needs to be corrected and which chakra may be related to physical, emotional, or mental issue that we have. I have a very good example that happened to me when I started Sahaja Yoga. Before actually I started meditating, that was way back when, I had issues with my knees. Both my knees were really hurting, especially after a stressful event such as exam. Like I was in college at that time, and when I had exams, after the exam, I felt so bad, really very strong pain in my knees. I had to sit down, take some painkillers, and maybe in an hour I would be able to get up and continue my my day. After I started meditation, I didn't do anything particular to address this problem, but I noticed that the next time I had exams, I did not have the pain in my knees. And then I went back to my mentor in Sahaja Yoga and I asked, hey, is there any relationship between my knees and meditation? And he said, yes, of course. The knees are represented by Nabi chakra, by the third chakra. And apparently, with your meditation, with your daily practice, you are able to correct Nabi chakra and affect this reflected immediately on the knees. This happens within us every time we meditate. Things within us get balanced, and our health, in addition, improves without maybe even us noticing. But I'd like to suggest something else that when we feel some ailment, some problem, like for example, pain in the neck or something, this can and often is related to a particular finger that we feel tingling, pulsation, numbness, sometimes could be swelling, heat, etc. The other way around, our system is so fine-tuned, it's so delicate, it is so sensitive that we may feel something on our fingertips before it manifests onto our body as pain, discomfort, or something else. Um, Many of us feel different things on our chakras on a daily basis. And it is very important that we pay attention to what we feel and address the imbalances within us. And the other way around, you may not necessarily be very sensitive on your fingertips, but if you feel any disbalance, any discomfort rather in your body, maybe in your meditation you can pay attention to it. You can put your hand wherever this discomfort is, and you can bring your attention, bring energy into it. For example, as I mentioned, sometimes we may feel pain on our shoulder. It is very interesting, and I suggest that you experiment. If you feel any discomfort, place your hand on the part of the body that is discomfort, feeling it, and just focus on it for a minute or so. See how you feel. And again, check on your fingertips to see the how eventually this can be related to some of the fingertips, etc. You would be surprised that our body is so intelligent that all the time we can correct and balance our chakras, and this will reflect immediately on how we feel on a physical level. Do try it. Of course, one of the most important things is to experiment. Try on your own to see how the things work in Sahaja Yoga on a very simple, straightforward physical level, if you would. Okay, I will stop talking for now and let's jump in our foot soak. I hope it is ready for you. Mine is ready to go, so I am already in it. Let's take a deep breath in, close your eyes. And let us start by raising our Kundalini energy. I hope all of you know how to do it. Rolling our hands in the middle of the body, tying a knot above our head, bringing them down. Second time, we're activating Kundalini energy within us, asking it to bring us balance. 2 knots the second time, raising third time, and doing 3 knots. And then we give ourselves bandhan, protection, from the left hip all around the body to the right hip and back. We're using the right hand, the hand that represents the energy of the action, the right channel in our body. We do 7 of these bandhans, once for each chakras. It is very important to keep the chakras in balance, and this action by itself, the bandhan, is bringing certain level of balance. Okay, we open our hands, but place them comfortably on your lap, and you can close your eyes just for a minute. Try to focus inside of yourself. The minutes that you spend in meditation are minutes of self-care and self-love. They pay off tremendously by improving your health, well-being, emotional, mental, and energy state. As we sit like that in our foot soak, let's try to feel, is there any tingling or pulsations on my hands? If you'd like, you can bring them up to the level of the heart. To balance some chakra that we feel that is telling us that it needs attention. Like, for example, I feel the pinky fingers on both hands, the left and the right, which corresponds to the fourth chakra, the heart chakra, at the level of the heart, but in the middle of the body. What we do, and one way of doing things, is just to bring our hand, right hand in this case is convenient for this, and just bring our attention to the central heart that corresponds to the 2 pinkies. By this notion, we direct Kundalini energy to pay attention to this chakra, to supply more energy, to balance it out, to clear it out. Of course, we need to be able to focus on what we are doing fully, which takes a little bit of time. And then again, we check and see if there is any change to the sensations on our fingertips. Again, our chakras and the fingertips have this wonderful feedback system that is so practical and useful. Let us see if there is another chakra that may need balancing right now. I do feel, again, the two, both left and right ring fingers, but sometimes you can feel only the left or only the right, which left is representing issue and imbalance on the left side of the body, left side of the chakra. Right represents imbalance on the right side of the chakra. But if you feel both, that means that it is along the central channel, along the central part of your body. So the two ring fingers correspond to the Agya chakra, the sixth chakra. So let's massage a little bit first of all, because it always feels so good to massage your forehead and give a little physical relief to your chakra, just like that. We massage in clockwise direction because this is how the chakras rotate, just like that. You can even massage the temples, again related to the Agya chakra. And then again, we are going to place the right hand across the forehead. And we may even ask Kundalini energy, please clear out this chakra. Make it strong and healthy. Kundalini, being our internal mother, always takes care of everything that we need and ask for. Of course, we can use another technique here, which is the affirmation, and I'm pretty sure you're all familiar with the affirmation for Agya chakra, which is I forgive. We can say it 7 times. I forgive everyone and I forgive myself. Again, we bring the hands down and examine. Our fingertips are giving us the information about our chakras, and we have to trust them rather than our mind, which can be sometimes deceiving. One more place I feel that needs a little bit of attention, and this is the left finger, or the left thumb rather, and only the left thumb, which is corresponding to the second chakra on the left side of the body, where the leg meets the body. So we take our right hand and place it there. And here we focus again. And we ask, please, Kundalini, clear out this chakra. Make it strong and healthy. Let us now use both of our hands to just raise Kundalini to the top of the head a couple times, or maybe 3, 4 times. Again, asking Kundalini, please, Kundalini, rise and come to the top of my head, to the Sahasrara chakra. Let's massage the Sahasrara a little bit with our palms, stretching out the fingers to connect with this chakra, to bring balance to it, the same way we did to the other chakras, to bring our attention there, and also desire to connect, to establish our self-realization here, to experience meditation. We can bring the hand down, but keep the attention on the top of the head for a couple of minutes now. Perhaps in the breakout rooms we can go a little bit deeper on more individual level about the connection between the chakras and the physical body, the way we feel, the way we experience this connection, and the way we can clear out and balance the chakras and the discomforts. At this point, though, we're ready to get out of our foot soak. You can rinse your feet and you can push your foot soak bucket aside, and I'm going to do exactly the same. And sit back comfortably and relax. Keep your attention at the top of the head, at the state of thoughtlessness. We are going to listen to a short speech of Shri Mataji about the connection between the chakras and the body. Just very briefly, it's coming.
First of all, people do not understand that you have to work it through your heart and not through your brain. When we have to work out things through our brain, we try to develop our brain, isn't it? By memorizing, by practicing something, teaching our brain how to think, how to go this way, that way. We try to train our brain. Now we have to train our heart in Sahaja Yoga. And to train our heart in Sahaja Yoga, one has to know first of all that it is enveloped either by ego or by superego. The limbic area actually represents the heart. And if there is ego, heart will always be so-called. It will not be the real heart that will be working, but it's only mental projection. And you will feel that I'm doing it from my heart. That's not true. Now then, supposing what should we do if we have ego? You might say you should try to sort of tell yourself that that's not good and this and that and all kinds of mental suggestions or auto-suggestions or the way psychiatrists and all that give you suggestions. That's again mental. So that's not the way it is going to work out. We must understand that for that what we have to do is to raise the left side and put it to the right side. There's no other way out. You have to just work it out with your hands. Your hands are working it out and not your brain. So use your hands and the methods of Sahaja Yoga. Now, everyone must have a regular sitting in the water every day. That's important. Every morning you must do your meditation. You have to know that Sahaja Yoga is to be worked out. It is not to be thought out. You just cannot think about it. Whatever you may try to do through your thought, you cannot achieve any results in Sahaja Yoga. You have to use your hands, you have to use your feet, you have to soak your feet in the water because water is the ocean. All these 5 chakras, or say 6 chakras, which are, I say 5 because the one is the Muladhara chakra, which is the 7th, and the topmost is the brain. So in between 5 chakras which are there are to be handled fully with the idea that they are basically made of matter. And these 5 elements constitute the body of these chakras. Now these chakras, if they are to be corrected, we have to correct them by taking out all the problems of these chakras into the elements from which they come. For example, a person who is a very right-sided person, so he has to give a balance by the left side. Of course, raising with the hand is all right, but what about the element? Right-sided person has all the elements which give heat. You can say the light, we can say the fire. So for people who are right-sided, the light is not going to help much. Like if you put the light before the photograph, and those who are ego-oriented people, if you just use the light, it's not going to work out. So what is going to work out is the Mother Earth and the water element, which is cooling. Even ice is very helpful to people who are right-sided. So all cooling effects should be used for correcting your right-sidedness so that you cool it down. Same about food. In food, those who are right-sided people should take to foods which are left-sided, that is carbohydrates, means they should become partly vegetarians or quite a lot of vegetarians, and should eat things at the most like chicken, but not fishes, not seafoods, because they are all hot. That's how you treat your material side of your chakras. Now the left-sided people should use again the Deepa, means the light or the fire, to correct their left side. Also in food, such people should take more nitrogenous, means protein, and foods like that. They should take more proteins. Now, as far as Sahaja Yoga is concerned, the basic thing is Kundalini. And the Kundalini, as I have told you, is the pure desire. Again, listen to it carefully, pure desire. That means all other desires are impure. There's only one pure desire, and that is to be one with the divine, one with the Brahma, one with God. That's the only pure desire.
We can keep our eyes closed, our attention on the top of our head, the fontanelle bone area. We'll just take a few minutes to just enjoy this silence. So one of the key takeaways from our session today is how our meditation can help with any physical manifestation that we may be seeing. So let's say I feel like I'm having a headache, and that tells me it's my sixth energy center, my Agya. And so I need to work on that and clear that. And one way to do that is by saying, I forgive. We use the affirmation of saying, I forgive everyone, I forgive myself. Or let's say you have a stomach ache, then that is my third energy center, the Nabi. So then I need to work on that and I need to stop worrying. I need to establish my inner peace. And that is what would help with that. Or if you have, let's say, a lower back trouble, any pain in your lower back, then that is the second energy center, the Swadhisthana. So then that tells me I need to work on that. And as we start to clear these chakras, we'll start to see directly how it correlates to any manifestation we have, any aches, any pains, any, throbbing that we have. So that would really help. And now we can raise our Kundalini and take a bandhan. And now we move on to our announcements. So our next session, which is on Tuesday evening, we'll be doing an introduction to mantras. Our next slide shows us just the days that we meet every Thursday, Tuesday, and Sunday. We meet at 8:45 Eastern Time. And then the same time, same Zoom link, we meet on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, where we have a foot soak session. You can use the QR code on the screen now to scan and get to our website, where you'll have access to all our recordings. You can request a mentor. You can fill out the form, link for which will be shared in the chat. And you can also join our WhatsApp community. We have a WhatsApp group where we share daily reminders, inspirational messages. So there's a whole lot of information and a wealth of information available for you. And now we'll be going into our breakout rooms, our workshop sessions. So here is where you get to speak one-on-one or in a small group with an experienced Sahaja Yoga practitioner. You can share experiences, answer any questions you may have. So please be online while we take you to our breakout rooms.
Hello. I see Amal and Najwa and Merengues. We put you in a breakout room, but what happened? Did you get popped out of it, or would you like to go back in one now?
Yes, please. Hi, Linda.
Hi. Yeah. Do you know whose room you were in before? I can, or we can see.
Amal is my friend.
Yes, I know.